we'll be talking about common grammar mistakes and sharing practical tips to help you improve your grammar. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone who wants to improve their grammar, this episode is for you. I'm beyond thrilled to have you join me on this incredible journey. So kick back, relax, and let's set off on this grammar-filled adventure together. Let's jump right in. Ever wondered why some people effortlessly grab your attention with their words while others struggle to get their point across? Well, it all comes down to grammar. Yep, grammar. The backbone of language that shapes how we express ourselves. The importance of grammar lies in its ability to enhance communication and ensure clarity in written and spoken language. In this episode, we'll explore some grammar mistakes that people often make. We'll look at things like subject-verb agreement, pronoun confusion, sentence fragments, and spelling errors. Don't worry, I've got your back. I'll be your trusty guide, sharing practical tips, examples, and advice to help you improve your grammar. A common mistake people often make is subject-verb agreement. Some individuals may not have a strong understanding of grammar rules, including subject-verb agreement. They are not aware of the specific rules that govern how verbs should match the subject in terms of number and person. According to Corder, a prominent linguist and educator, subject-verb agreement simply denotes that a singular subject needs a singular verb. For example, she dances gracefully, or he dances gracefully. Jane dances gracefully. While on the other hand, if the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural, like we dance gracefully, or they dance gracefully. Jane and Maria dance gracefully. It's important to remember to double-check that your subject and verb agree. Another common grammar mistake is the misuse of apostrophes. Apostrophes are used for contractions and to indicate possession. For example, apples is incorrect when referring to multiple apples. The correct form is apples without an apostrophe. Another mistake is when some people misplace apostrophes in contractions. Apostrophes are used in contractions to indicate missing letters, such as can't for cannot, don't for do not, and it's for it is. Additionally, one of the most common struggles for some individuals is when they use an apostrophe for possessive nouns. For singular nouns, an apostrophe before the S is used to indicate possession, such as the dog's house. It means that the house belongs to a single dog. However, for plural nouns ending in S, the apostrophe is added after the letter S. For example, the dog's house. This indicates that the house belongs to multiple dogs. Let's take the phrase Happy Teacher's Day as another example. It is a plural possessive form, and the apostrophe after the S in the word teachers indicates that the day belongs to teachers or multiple teachers. So, if we are going to say Happy Teacher's Day, it only implies that the day belongs to a single teacher. The apostrophe before the S indicates possession for singular nouns, like Happy Valentine's Day, which means that the day is associated or belongs to Saint Valentine. Sadly, there are still so many people today who make mistakes in writing these phrases. Sentence fragments are another common grammar mistake that can occur in both writing and speaking. A sentence fragment is an incomplete sentence that lacks a subject, verb, or both. People often make this mistake because they don't have a clear understanding of the components of a complete sentence, such as the importance of a subject and a verb and how they work together. For example, saying, running so fast on a sunny day is an incomplete sentence because we can find a subject. However, if we say, she's running so fast on a sunny day, it expresses a clear idea. By including subject, it becomes easier to understand who is running so fast. Next is misusing prepositions. Misusing prepositions or omitting them when not necessary can change the intended meaning of a sentence. For example, saying, I will eat your house instead of, I will eat at your house. The omission of the preposition at changes the meaning of the sentence, making it sound like the speaker intends to physically consume the house itself, leading to confusion and different interpretation of the sentence. Another is using multiple negative words in a sentence, which can create confusion. For instance, saying, I don't know nothing instead of, I don't know anything. People sometimes confuse the use of no and not in negative sentences. It's important to use the appropriate word based on the context. For example, I have no idea why not is incorrect. Mixing no and not is wrong. It should be, I have no idea why. People also make mistakes in capitalizing job titles. For example, the doctor will see you now. It should be, the doctor will see you now. Spelling, use of articles, and verb tenses such as present tense, past tense, and future tense are also common grammar mistakes that people often make. There are still a lot of mistakes that people make in grammar, and maybe in the next episode we will discuss further what are those and the causes why people often commit these errors. Let's talk about ways to improve your grammar skills. First and foremost, practice, practice, practice. Engage in regular writing exercises, read extensively, and try to interact with people who are good at grammar. This can help you exercise your skills. Also, seek feedback from others. If you are a student, seek advice and tips from your teachers. Their tips and opinions can help you a lot in improving your grammar. Additionally, online resources and grammar guides can provide valuable insights and explanations. Don't hesitate to consult these references whenever you have doubts. Lastly, watch or listen to platforms that provide educational tips about grammar. These platforms can help you enhance your grammar skills by providing valuable insights and guidance. That's all for today's episode on common grammar mistakes and tips to improve your grammar. Thanks for joining me on this grammar journey. Let me know what you think of this episode by giving me 5-star rating and your feedback on my socials. Stay tuned for more episodes while we continue exploring the wonders of language. See ya!